Good morning, live here. No time to be sad. Chuck and Paige. Hey, we are headed out in the morning to go to Ubon, right? Ubon, and then Korea next week. Quick update on the school supply donation. It's their first week they started back in school, so the teacher is supposed to get back with us on the supplies that they need. There's really not a measurement of time in Thailand, so we're going to give them till we get back from our Korea trip, and then put something together, a video of the donations that we're going to give to the school from the collections of the PayPal money that you guys sent. So anyway, update on that. Hey guys, how are you? Let me see if I can get I always have a hard time finding my video on my computer. Hey Graham, how's Pattaya? Is it hot there like it is here? Good morning, Peter, how are you? Let's see here, refresh. Anyway, excited about going to Korea next week, but this little trip to Ubon just going to be just to get out and explore and relax. You know, I can't really sit in Top Phnom too long without wanting to go somewhere, but it's just right. It's only, what, a couple hour drive, well, maybe 3.5 hour drive from here. Your air conditioner blew up. That's horrible. I hate to hear that. I would have to go buy a new one right now. Anyway, today is Sunday Fun Day. Thank you, Michael, for that $2.79 donation. That'll get us a Leo. Yeah, thank you. Hey, Amy, how are you? Why can't I ever find myself on YouTube? Hey, Tommy, Kato. I gotta get this on my computer so I can see all the stuff coming in. Installed Tuesday. Yeah, what is today? Sunday. Yeah. Tragedy. Yes, 30 degrees. It's already very hot. It is. It's the beginning of the rainy season, so it's very humid too here in Thailand. Here I am. I found me. Here I am. I found me. I just have to hit you. Anyway. Yes, everything is good here. Today is Sunday Fun Day. We're going to be making a video today. We're going to have a whole house full of people, so it'll be our last video at home until we go get back from Ubon. We're gonna go get some awesome Mexican food tomorrow. I think tomorrow. The restaurant, the hotel that we're staying at in Ubon has some really good Mexican food and margaritas right there in the hotel. And it's a young guy who owns it with his Thai wife, and he's American, and I think he's been here, I don't know, a long time. He came here like as a teenager. Yes, San Diego has awesome Mexican food. I lived in El Cajon, San Diego for almost a year and used to make several trips to Tijuana. Tijuana, a lot of good fun memories in Tijuana. Tequila Poppers comes to mind. Okay. Let me get to some questions. I got a Q&A video I'm working on right now. I might try to publish that before we go to Korea. Kato says, do you have plans to have children? You should watch my 20 things about me and Paige video for details on that. But no, I already have 3 kids. And I'm 50. I don't see that would make sense to have any more kids. But no, Paige doesn't want kids. That's one of the reasons why we're together. Jim, hello, how are you? Tommy, love their Mexican food there. Just left there 5 days ago. Brent and his wife are very cool. Yes, it's a fun place. They're fun people. Jim says, can you talk more info on electrical differences on 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 U.S. visa Thai? I don't know what you mean by that. I'm sorry. Jan, good to see you. Mark O'Malley, you definitely San Antonio, Texas. What about the Mexican food there? I think it is, other than the little taco stands throughout South Texas, San Antonio is the best Mexican food in the planet. Better than Mexico. Trent, hi, good morning. Is things cheaper in Chiang Mai than Phi Phi Island? Um, anything on an island is expensive for sure, but there's not too much that. But island, everything has to be brought over there by a boat. They're taxed higher, so any island in Thailand is expensive. The cheapest island to go to, in my opinion, is Koh Chang, because it's a huge island, and there's a lot of stuff being shipped all the time there, and a lot of competition. When it's a smaller island, there's not too much competition. Chiang Mai is expensive though, but for Thailand, it's still cheaper than anywhere in the U.S. I think. Hugh, I'm coming in June. Maybe be able to come up for a visit. Let us know in advance to see where we're at. Maybe you can meet us on the road. Super 23. Hey, I live in Tijuana. Nothing is better than here. I wasn't really impressed. The food in Mexico is a little bit different than Tex-Mex. So, yeah, the food is still good in Tijuana. Tijuana used to be a fun place. I don't know what it would be like now, but I love to go to Tijuana. I remember being out on the street getting tacos at like 3 in the morning, but at that time, who the hell knows what I was eating anyway. But I don't remember getting sick over there, at least from food. Masi, gee, it's great to have a blogger that just talks about great things in Thailand. I just bring you guys along for the adventure. Nothing's perfect anywhere, but I'm just bringing you along for what I see, and I really enjoy Thailand's exciting place. It's easy to make videos in Thailand. There's so much crazy stuff going on. Mr. Safety Forever. I'm missing a lot of you guys, so I apologize. Has the burning season concluded? I hear the air quality was significantly worse this year. A lot of the air quality has to do with the wind. In Chiang Mai area is in a valley, so it doesn't get a lot of wind certain times of the year. So the rainy season, but the rainy season, the burning season, but a lot of that comes from other parts of from Laos, from different parts, not just Thailand. It just kind of blows in and settles there. But the air quality is getting a lot better right now. Plus, it's rainy season, so a lot of that stuff's getting put out. Charles, how are you, sir? Hey, Chuck. No, Mexico is not cool. I know it's hot there. On the border towns, I think it's a little crazy right now to try to go there, but I don't know. I'm not there. Jim says the electrical difference with us and Thai megahertz. It's high voltage. It's 240 volts. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you on that, but I'll see what I can do on making some more information. I have made a few videos about electrical in Thailand on my Q&As. John, how are you from Melbourne? Melbourne. I know I said it right. I've been schooled on that many a times because it's spelled Melbourne. Like the River Kwai. Thai people get really irritated when you say, "Oh, I'm going to the River Kwai." It's Kwa. I'm like, well, whoever spelt it should have spelt it Kwa, not Kwai. Hugh, do I prefer whiskey or tequila? I prefer bourbon, but can't really get good bourbon in Thailand, so I've been drinking rum. Are air purifiers used there for air quality like China? You know, not really. They don't really. I mean, it's mostly open air, so the stuff, it has to be open because of the humidity here in Thailand. But you know, a lot of houses, a lot of communities are being more modern now. But even some of the modern homes I've been in, I haven't seen. Do they sell them here? Yeah, I've seen air purifiers in Macro. You can get it on Lazada.com. But it's just not something, I don't know. I don't want to sit inside anyway all the time, and most places don't have it. Luke, have I tried live shrimp salad or the raw blood soup? No, I haven't. Not even the blood sausage. Well, maybe I've tried that. I don't know. But no, I'm not a big fan of raw, especially shrimp. But they do like to eat the, what's that dish called with the raw shrimp? Tung ten. That sounds like tung ten. It's a shrimp that has a lot of lime juice. They say the lime is what kills all the bacteria, but they like to eat that with a really kind of sour, not a sour, like a tarty type of vegetable. But I know what you're talking about, the little shrimps that are jumping around and you put it in your mouth. Maybe one day. I don't know. Okay, Charles, see ya. Hey, Graham, how are you? Why did I get a hand tattoo? That's my wedding ring. Paige is Year of the Dragon. Anyway, I don't know. I thought it was cool. Actually, I had a wedding ring from a previous marriage tattoo because I've been a mechanic most of my life and I don't like to wear jewelry, so I got a tattoo and I didn't want to have it removed, so I had it covered up into this. I don't know, whatever. I'm stupid. I like it. The ski pisky. I don't know. Do you see many expat women retiring alone there, and do they have issues fitting in? I have seen a couple of them in Prachuap. They love it here. They're teachers, and they love everything about Thailand, but they don't live here full time. The one I met, they go back to somewhere in Europe. But I haven't met many, like from America. It's just single women coming to Thailand. But I think it would be extremely safe for them. Jim says, so when we bring us electrical things, will they work? Okay, I know what you're getting at now. So the only thing that will work electrical from the US are like charger. Your laptop, the laptop has a deal on the back that converts the 240 down. So your chargers, if you look on your chargers, they'll all say on here maximum of 240 volts or whatever. All this stuff works, and this is the same plug like in the US. And it works here in Thailand, and it works back home. And the same with the plug on my laptop works here. So the only thing that won't work is like a 110 volt hair dryer or a shaver, stuff like that. But you know, when you get a laptop, it has this on there. If you read it, it'll tell you you can use this with 240 volt. But I don't know what kind of other, like if you're going to bring a blender, it's not going to work here. It has to be for 240 volts. James, good to see you. Thank you. Beverly, I am from America, just moved here, female. I know a few of us here in Chiang Mai. Yes, very cool. Thank you for responding to that. Are you having any issues here in Thailand? I wouldn't see why you would have any problems with the culture as a female. Trent, power lines and 5G, something don't add up. Watch out for that. Yeah, they're putting fiber optics all throughout Thailand. 5G's going everywhere, but they're getting rid of all the stupid communication cables and cleaning that stuff up. A lot of that is they're doing a lot of road construction, and they're widening roads, and they're taking down power lines and putting up new stuff and just cutting away that and putting conduit and allowing for fiber optics. Shannon and Lisa from Malaysia. Hello, how are you guys? Steve says, can I recommend any tattooist in Thailand? Not really. I mean, I know an awesome one here if you want to fly to Nakhon Phanom. Does really good work. But there's so many, you just got to go in and get a feel. I think when you get a tattoo, you really got to get a feel for the artist and look at his work, and because a lot of times you have an idea of what you want and they're going to put their little spin on it, and a lot of times it's better than what you expected. Graham says there's several single retired ladies in his condo in Pattaya. Yeah, I haven't really ran into a whole lot. I don't know, people just don't rush up to me and tell me. Where I'm at in Isan, there's not too many single women living out here. I've seen couples, like married couples that come to teach at the local school. I want to say they're French. They're vegan. They eat at the little, not vegetarian, maybe vegan, I don't know. They eat at the vegetarian restaurant every day, but I never see them talking to anybody. And of course, I've never rushed up and talked to her myself. But anyway. Amy, Police Appreciation Week here in the U.S. Here you go. A subscriber sent this to me. It's a large. Yeah, I'm Kumpui. But it fits. In Thailand, a large is for like a child. You have to get 3X, but thanks for the shirt. Simon Chan, hey Chuck and Paige, love the videos, thank you. Have followed your videos, thank you. Keep up, thank you. I will be visiting Thailand on a motorbike riding trip. Would love to try to visit you. Sure thing, just come on down. Will Rose, hi Chuck, would you be interested in helping Pattaya Orphanage the next few days? No, we've got a lot of plans coming up. I don't mind helping out local places that I know of. I don't know. I really don't have time to mess with that. That's a very touchy subject sometimes when you're trying to help out places. Yeah. No, we're gonna be traveling around for a few days, a few weeks. But if you send me a link to some information, I'll look into it. Just send it to me on my Facebook page or on my Gmail account that's on our home screen. Hey Drew, good morning. How are you? How's life in Japan? Tokyo Drew. I really loved our trip to Japan. It was very awesome. I think our trip to Korea is just going to be about eating, huh? There's a big thing in Korea with fried chicken and beer.
Yeah.
Beer.
Fried chicken.
Yeah, maybe meal. My connection is not. Let me see if I can get this to. Yeah. It's very slow. Good morning, guys. It's not an earthquake. My computer desk is shaking. I've got my phone on a little thin tripod and it's moving around. Good morning, Jimmy. How are you? Santosh, good morning. Tommy, good to see you. Anyway, we had awesome. I hope you guys watched the video of our little rainy season celebration. A few people were saying, oh, too bad it rained on their parade, but they were like having a rain dance. It was a celebration for the rainy season, so they were happy it was not hot and rainy. So everybody had a great time. Thune's a great dancer. Yeah, Klaus and Thune. Hello, guys. I know you'll watch this later. Are back in Sweden. He says he's already bored. He got there and it was freezing. He said he's ready to come back. But they go back to Sweden every year. He renews his visa back home every year and comes back. Try Makalai in Korea. Makali. Makali? I don't know. What is that? Jimmy says he's sweating it out in Isan, waiting for my prime rib to defrost. Yeah, tonight is Sunday Fun Day, and my mother-in-law we're gonna have like a hot pot with beef. She went and got a bunch of like filet mignon sliced, and it looks really, really good. So it ought to be a pretty good dish tonight. I'll try to get that video out maybe in the next couple of days. I don't know. Yes, Thailand uses 220 volt. I say 240 because that's the max. When you're dealing with electricity, sometimes it's 208. Just depends on where you're at on the power line, but it can get up to 240 volts. Hey Justine, how are you? Are you excited about coming back to Thailand? Justine is a friend of ours from back in Dallas, and we're gonna do a little runaround trip with a group from Texas. It ought to be pretty fun, but I don't think we've decided 100% where we're going yet. I think it's Koh Chang, which I really love Koh Chang anyway. Mark, good to see you. Daz, it's like sake. Oh, okay. I'll give that a try. Sake's okay. I like it. It's not my go-to, but I will try it. Hey, Big Mike, how are you from Canada? Canada. Nick, Quebec, good to see you. Hey, Thailand newbie. Thanks for stopping by. Justine says she's very excited to come back to Thailand. Awesome. Wee Tong Chan. Did I say that right? Happy Vasect Day. Is that like vasectomy? I know it's not, but I'm sorry, I don't know what that means. Paul from Vancouver Island, good to see you. Gary, good to see you. Anyway, it's still very hot here and wet and humid. I just took a bike ride yesterday to, well, the last 2 days. I went to Nakhon Phanom because I needed to get a re-entry permit on my passport for our Korea trip. But when I got there, she said I needed to fill out a form and have a couple of pictures. And I didn't feel like going and getting pictures because I have some here. So anyway, long story, I got 2 damn flat tires on the way to Nakhon Phanom. And then it started to leak again from the patch. So I put a new, I went and bought some like tire sealer crap that you put in there. And I blew the tire up because I couldn't get it to unscrew fast enough, and the damn brand new tube popped. Anyway, I came back home on a song towel yesterday because I ended up finding out that my spoke was bad on my wheel and it was puncturing the tire. But I bought some really awesome Continental Gator skin tires that I'm having shipped from the UK, and some puncture-proof inner tube. So I'm really burned out on on fixing tires in 110-degree weather after riding 30 kilometers, and then having to restart and do it again. It really sucks in Thailand. So hopefully I can get through these damn tire issues, these flat tire issues. Luke, I do have quite a few Canadian fans, and when I meet you guys are crazy fun, like to drink beer too. I have a couple that live in Nakhon Phanom. Every time I try to get them on, what's funny though, I have a lot of Canadian friends here that are so secretive about their life in Thailand. They don't even want a selfie, like, oh no. It's not for me. I'm not for the camera. Anyway, they're fun people. I had one Canadian couple, well, a Canadian man with his Thai girlfriend / wife, whatever. We sat by the river and drank like 17 beers, and his girlfriend drank like 8 or 9 those little spy drinks. They're strong too. Hello, Graham from California. My daughter just got restationed and had a home built in California. She loves it there. We'll be flying back, I think, next year. I'm not sure. And we'll be flying into LAX. Rico Suave. Another Canadian with a Rico Suave name. How are you? Ron says, Chuck, I know how you like chicken wings. Do they have an air fryer? Makes more excellent wings. I don't know. I think you could probably find anything in Bangkok, and you can get it online and have it shipped here as long as it works. You got to make sure it's an Asian style for the voltage, or 240 volt, 220 volt. Siam, Sean, air expands in hot temperature. Best to drill a small hole in the tube to allow for expansion. Drill a small hole in the tube. Is that like making a flat tire? You lost me on that one. I don't want any holes in my tubes because they don't hold air that way. David, good to see you, David, from Vancouver. On the way to America, better Chinese food than China. The food, I do miss the food in America. The food is, the food's different. Even Thai food is different in America. I prefer the Thai food here than in America because it's so sweet. Peter, did you manage to find a good butcher for beef? Yes, there's one down the road. I'm just not interested going down there and buying it and making it right now. But yeah, he can get me some quality. Well, he got me at one time. Maybe the next time it won't be. You never know in Thailand. But he got me a good big, it was like 4 kilo of Australian beef. Rolando Perkins, your sister works in the American Embassy in Bangkok. Well, maybe if I ever need to go there, you can get me the hookup. Shannon says, don't worry, flat tires are usually only flat on the bottom. Funny. Tina, good to see you. Hello. David says Thai food no good in Vancouver, no Isan food. I will tell you this, David. If you can pick up a couple of Isan words, you would be surprised that a lot of those people might be from Isan and can cook Isan food no problem. But they have to prepare food for their customers, for what they like, their taste. But I found a lot of times they'll make you a real Thai dish in the back of they'd be happy to do it in the back of the kitchen, unless it's something that they've already pre-made, like soups and already made the broths and all that stuff. Luke Albert, the beef in Southeast Asia is not great. I don't think it's the cooking. I think it's the cow. I think you're right. It's a lot of everything. It's the diet of the cow. But even if you give them, I've been to places where you pay 700 to 1,000 baht for quality imported beef, and they can't cook. They can't even cut it right, and it comes really thin, and they freeze it. Here's the thing on beef, okay? And I've said this before. You can take some pork or a piece of chicken, marinate it, put it on a stick, make a charcoal fire just perfectly right, put it on there, work it. They cut off the little black spots. They make it so perfect and juicy and full of flavor, and it's awesome. But they'll take a steak, they'll stick it in the freezer, they'll pull it out, put it in a microwave, defrost it, get a pan, put it on a burner, put a little water on it, take it out of the microwave, slap it on there and put a lid on it, and then that's how they make it. Why? Why can't they make it like everything else? So they can't cook it right. Not everybody, but that's the typical scenario of how they cook a steak here. Tim from Arkansas, transplanted in Texas. Where at in Texas? Texas is huge. Peter from Melbourne. I know I promised you guys this year I was going to make a trip to Australia, but it's really hard to plan anything anymore. I've given up on that. Susie, good to see you. Is the ice cream you guys got while traveling made with milk or coconut? They have a lot of dairy ice cream here, but a lot of the street vendors, it's made from coconut milk. There's no dairy in it, and the little street vendors. And it's really good. Natalie from Phuket, good to see you. Still thinking about a Phuket trip this year, maybe. We're trying to get our friend that has the hotels there to come here and make a fun road trip back to Phuket with him. But I don't know. Tim says from Arlington now and Northeast Arkansas. Now in Northeast Arkansas. Hey, Brian from Melbourne. Ball working in Seminole today. Cool. Hubbub. Happy Sunday fun day. Yes, today is going to be, my mother-in-law's in there preparing right now. I haven't started my video yet today, but you guys will get a video. We're going to have a lot of people over tonight. Vincent says, do you miss Bluebell? No, the ice cream here is, to me, pretty good. I don't really eat a lot of dairy ice cream here anymore, mostly just the natural stuff. But I don't know, I'm okay with the ice cream. I miss Mexican food. Tony, is your truck a Toyota? Do you reckon that's the best brand to buy? So, in Thailand, yes, very cheap to maintain, and there's Toyota dealerships in just about every province, every little town you'll find a Toyota dealer. So a lot of things that we buy is in consideration of convenience. But Toyota is one of the best production vehicles in the world. We have a lot of Texans here today and Australians. Thomas from Baltimore, good to see you. Experience the world and go global. That sounds so professional. How much do you pay a month for cell phone service with data? I'm looking for a 1-month tourist plan, but more of a long-term resident plan. Did you happen to watch my video I did, I think a week ago? My little 5-minute how-to SIM card video? I'm just curious if you saw that. But what do we pay a month for our service?
Mine was prepaid. I just added
And I have 16 gig. I have 16 gigs of data. The phone is, I don't really call too many people because I use Line and Facebook, but I don't have it's like a 0.01 cents a minute or something like that, the phone, to call.
in Thailand, the first thing is 1 baht.
It's like no money to call, but I never call anyway. But it's 400 baht a month. That's what I pay, 400 baht a month. So anyway, like $12. Does durian really taste good? Yes, it does really taste good, right, Paige? Durian is a love or hate thing. You either really love it or you hate it. It does smell. I mean, it tastes good, but it stinks. Some of it doesn't smell well. Depends on where it's grown. Yes, Bill, I do. We are going to go to Australia. We were going to go to New Zealand this year, but that fell through. Fernando, yes, we are missing Mexican food. What would you like to have? Greetings from Mexico City. I've been to Mexico City a long time ago, a few times. What would I like to have as far as Mexican food? I like Mexican beer. He said food, damn alcoholic. Tacos El Carbon. I love tacos El Carbon. Paige's favorite is fajitas. Aloha from Montana. I know Montana is not in Hawaii. Donald, aloha from Hawaii. Thomas Anders says, I noticed that they sell Fireball at the Lotus store. Have you ever let the Mafias try its cinnamon liquor? they don't like to try new things. I've tried so many times to get them to try different alcohols, and they'll taste it, but they won't go. They won't try it. Vincent, do you see any HEB food? Are you talking like the grocery store HEB? That would be strange. No, there's no. I didn't know they made their own food. Bodies Pizza, Bohemia, Mexico's best beer. Bohemia. I've never had Bohemia. I'm very intrigued. If we might go back to America next year for a trip, and I think we're going to go on a cruise to Mexico. I'm going to bring you guys along. I want to invite you guys to go. It would be so much fun. We just take a 7-day cruise out of Galveston, Texas to Mexico, and it's so much fun. It really, really is fun. But yeah, next year we'll figure it out. Tony, what does Mafia drink on the table? Is it whiskey straight? And the other ladies, anything that's brown and in a bottle is whiskey to them, but they drink Sangsom rum. Sangsom is a rum, but they call it whiskey. They don't say rum. If they did, they'd probably say lum. Justine says they're in for the cruise. Okay, you guys are coming with us. We'll plan it a long time in advance because it's really cheap if you buy the tickets way in advance. And yeah, fun time. Tommy says cruises from Galveston are great. We've been to many cruises. I do have a couple on my video list of my very poor editing skills. Actually, probably still are poor, but they were worse than now. But so much fun to just let it go on a cruise ship. When your phone doesn't work, nothing works on a cruise ship electronically. But no, I take that back. I still see kids walking around. You can buy some kind of internet package if you want to. Roger Z. Oh, he's answering Tim Ramick. Peter says, oh, you're answering. You guys are answering another question. I'm sorry. Amy says, yes, you're in for the cruise. Hey, that would be cool if we could just get a bunch of people around from other parts of the world or the country and go on a cruise ship, because it's super cheap to do a cruise and everything's inclusive. Unless you buy the alcohol card where you have unlimited alcohol, that's sometimes as much as the cost of the cruise, but it's worth it. Tim says, mostly don't want the tourist kind of trip. I don't think I want to roam and enjoy all the country has to offer. Yeah, we want to see all of Thailand too. The tourist areas are fun. The tourist areas have fun stuff they offer that you can't find in places in Thailand too. So sometimes the atmosphere is not good in tourist areas for me. And sometimes the Thai people treat you to me, they treat you differently in tourist areas than outside of Thailand. Bo, what YouTube channels do you like? I like Joe Rogan. I don't really watch much Thai video stuff. I don't know. I watch the news, unfortunately. I shouldn't do that. It's so depressing. But I like to know what's going on around the world, not just in my own country. But I only watch YouTube really in the morning, and I'm usually watching the news. Have you been to Pi? Have we been to Pi? Pi? No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Thai people can say that pretty good. No, 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 no.
It's in the mouth. The same.
Hey, Kristen, good to see you made it. She wants to know the thing I miss the most about US versus Thailand. I personally miss bass tournament fishing the most, if you gotta know. Food second. The variety of food. Roger Z says, I miss Alex Jones on YouTube. Is he not on YouTube anymore? I never really was a fan of Alex Jones. He just seemed to like to really dramatize about things, and sometimes it's dramatized. Yes, I saw, Tommy, that Nid went into the hospital. She's made a couple of short videos. No, I haven't contacted her to find out what was wrong. I'm sure she'll keep us updated. Luke says he found Isan area the best for atmosphere. I think for the type, the culture, I think Isan's the best. But I don't know. I like all over Thailand. I don't like to sit still very long. Cheeseburger. This Mexican restaurant we're going to tomorrow has really good cheeseburgers too. But we're going to go to a place, I don't want to spoil it. Paige found a place on the river, on the Mekong River. Is it not the Mekong? What river is it? Oh, the Moon River. And it's a restaurant that's supposed to have some really good hamburgers. It was a recommendation, right? Anyway, it'll be fun. We're gonna get a hamburger. Kristen says, well, I will fish for you because I have seen your videos. It's not the same in Thailand. No, fishing's not the same. Really haven't had a lot of interest in fishing, to be honest with you here. I did bring a lot. The ladies are here for Sunday Fun Day, so they're starting, I don't know, kids, you know, me. They're doing their thing in the kitchen. Brasileiro. I can't say her name. Let's see. How is the language for you? Do you feel lost sometimes, or you don't care? I'm guessing you haven't watched too many of my videos, which is okay. The language here, when I first got here, real quick, I had a 50-word vocabulary when I first got here. When I tried to use those words, they didn't work because it has to be not just tonal, but has to have an accent, which is not fair for foreigners. We have to make it sound authentic for them to understand what we're talking about. Unless you can say complete sentences with your accent, they can't follow you unless you're pure Thai language. But I went to school, I learned the Thai alphabet, so I read and write, and being able to read Thai helps me with saying the word properly, which is still difficult to do, but it helps me remember words. But structure is difficult. It's one of those things you've got to just absorb it after time. But a lot of people have given up. A lot of people don't speak the language because it becomes frustrating when you're trying to learn a language and trying to practice, and they don't know what the hell you're saying. So it gets frustrating because a lot of us can't mimic the sound of Thai people. But it's something I practice every day. Do I miss anything in the U.S.? Yes, this is a ongoing question. I miss bass fishing and Mexican food. And Mexican beer is what Paige says. Okay, Hugh, good night. Will sent the Gmail. Okay, I'll look at it. there's a lot of charity things going on in Thailand, and a lot of. I will say this without getting into too much detail on a live stream. Thai people are very bad with money. Very good, awesome people, but when you put money in their hands, not good. So I'm leery to donations and types of contributions like that. But yeah, the one that I'm doing here for the local school, I'll show you. It's going to be pretty much us buying stuff and giving it to them. And if I hand them money, it's not good. Mr. Gent, can you watch baseball in Thailand on the internet? Yes, you can watch anything on the internet here in Thailand. Any movies, any stuff, but you can get sports programs on cable here in Thailand. I can watch Bassmasters here on TV, but I'm not a fan of TV. So, David, there are tournament, not bass, but fishing tournaments in Thailand. Yes, with bass boats. Maybe it's in my future. Block Lalo, please. I don't even know what he's saying. Vern and Fern from Victoria, Australia. The squid are going off at St. Leonard's Geelong at the moment, bagging out every time there's a spot in the boat for me. Cool, thanks. I wish I could have said that with an Australian accent. Troy, yes, you would think they would figure out what you're trying to say. That's the most frustrating thing for me, Troy. Yeah, here's a scenario. Took me a long time to say, "Call diesel dem tang kap." So when I first started and that means I want to have some diesel, and can you fill up my tank? And I wouldn't say it perfect every time, when I first dem tong or whatever, And the kid at the damn pump is looking at me like, huh? And then they'd look at Paige and she would say the same thing, right? But in incorrect tone. And but I'm like, okay, you work at a gas station. You sell gas, you sell diesel. These trucks only hold, there's not a gasoline version of this truck. So I want diesel. I'm saying dem tang. Maybe it's a little off, but what could I possibly be saying? Figure it out, right? And Paige is like, just relax. They work at a gas station. He doesn't care. Just calm down. It gets frustrating. One more. Gao tom. So I've had this on video a couple of times. I'm looking for rice soup because that's what I like to eat in the morning when we're traveling. So me gao tom mai. They'll look at you like, what? Okay, you're selling only soup. You have soup. You don't sell maybe a little piece of fried bread. I just lost you guys. Are you still there? Can you guys see me? I just I just went offline and came back. But I don't know. Okay. You see me now. Okay. Anyway, quick story. I'm asking, do you have rice soup? Mi khao tom mai. They look at you like you're crazy. So now it's khao tom. But Paige says, just say mi khao tom mu sop mai, which means chopped pork. Say that in a big word and they understand. But yeah, it becomes frustrating when, what could I possibly be saying that you don't understand? It's funny. But I keep trying. I'm like, she just sits there like, okay, he's going to keep saying it until I figure it out. You were buying a bus ticket to Surin. They did not understand me till I said Serene, Sarine, Sarine. It's like the River Kwai. It's not the River Kwai. It's Kwai. And river is Manam Kwai. Manam Kwai. Ma is mother, Nam is water. It's mother of water, Kwai. Ubon, Ubon, it's spelled Ubon. So we read stuff like we see it, or and however we say it in our own country. Some people say they can read Thai. My friend in Belgium says he can read it in English here, and it sounds exactly like they say it in Thai. So that's awesome for them. But for me, it says Ubon. But in Thai, it's not spelled like that. It's spelled Ubon, Ubon. So I say I'm going to Ubon. Huh? Where is Ubon? Ubon, oh, Ubon. Yeah. It's not fair, right? Hey, Glenn, yes, life is playing its sense of humor on me. Curry Express is Curry Express. Yeah, but we'll spell it like that, right? Penang, Malaysia is Penang. Penang, Ben Scribner says. Tommy Jones, bass rig instead of a Harley. I don't know if you guys saw my bass boat in my videos, but man, I missed that Ranger 250 horsepower Yamaha 4-stroke. That thing would do 80 plus miles per hour depending on the water. I missed that boat, but damn, that boat was so expensive. I could buy probably 4 Harleys for what that bass boat cost. Carl says, sorry Chuck, I was listening to the Game of Thrones music and forgot you were live. Really? Is that cool music? Uzi, I think the key is not to feel like a fool for trying to replicate their accent or tone. I think we have the tendency to say the words dry. The thing is that the tones matter so much. So, and what really matters, if you don't say it in a structured, complete sentence, they don't really know what the direction you're going to, because the tones have to be good. Like wrote my means like brand new, or my means a question. Or my owl. You know, there's different ways of saying this word that kind of sounds the same to us, but the way they hear it, it has to be in the right pitch. But I've talked to people that don't have teeth in their mouth, and I really don't know what the hell they're saying at all. They're speaking Isan, Lao, Thai, gibberish. They're drunk, but the Thai person next to them can have a conversation with them. I'm like, that's so unfair. You can't understand me, but you understand this drunk, toothless guy. I think they're just so surprised that a Falang is speaking in Thai language, and they're really kind of thrown off by it. I will tell you this that works for me. Instead of walking up to a Thai person and saying, me si dam some size some X my. Do you have a black shirt in the size triple X? You can start the conversation off by going sawatdee krap, or maybe you don't have to why, but sawatdee krap, sabai mai krap. Then you started the conversation off in a language that, in a few words that you're comfortable with saying, and then they know you're going to speak Thai, and then you start saying what you want to say after that. That works better for me that way sometimes. Yeah, boat, break out another 1,000. You are correct. If you can afford to buy a brand new boat, but you always got to buy all this crap, electronics and all kinds of stuff, and the fishing gear. God, I miss that. We talk about something else, okay. David says, I don't say the word dry, I nail it. Thank you, David. Here's my biggest problem is I think in English. So I know the words and sometimes I structure them wrong. Or I know what I want to say, but the problem is that Thais speak and think differently in their language. It's structured differently. So, example, in America, we don't know somebody. We say, oh, it's a good day today. It's sunny outside. Oh, today the weather's bad. So in my mind, I thought, I'm going to learn this. Wani agad ha. Today the weather is good. So when you say this to a Thai person, like, what? Why are you telling me this? Is it going to rain soon tomorrow? Or is there a storm coming? They don't say these words. So it doesn't make sense to them to say Thai and translate it into our English thoughts. So you have to learn this, the structure of the way they talk. Thai people only talk about one thing, food. Where are you going? What are you eating? They don't really want to know where you're going, but they ask you, "Bye nai." They don't care for a response. And they want to know where you've eating or what you've eaten or have you eaten. Yeah, they love to talk about food though. KS, do you ever get used to all the motorbikes that seem to be everywhere while you are on the road? It's something you don't want to get used to. You always got to be watching out for them. And every time one pulls out in front of me, I'll think to myself, man, why, how are you still alive, you know? David, so many consonants, but the vowels and diphthongs seem to have more influence. Yeah, okay. The vocabulary is small, so it's easier to learn to speak Thai than English, because one word can mean 5 things. So the vocabulary is a lot smaller. But when they talk, it's very basic. Have beer. That's all they're. In America, oh, do you have beer? Do you sell Leo beer here? I would like to have a Leo beer. You know, in Thai, it's like have beer, want beer, beer good. It's like talking to a Neanderthal. But they don't think too much, which is awesome. We have to totally understand the concept of everything to be able to understand the word. In Thai, it's basic. They don't care. And I'm thinking about doing a video about time in Thailand, because time is a measurement that we like to use in the West, but Thai people could care less about time unless you're getting a 1-hour massage. But time is irrelevant in Thailand. And Thai people never say maybe. Thailand are never uncertain, and Thai people are never uncertain about things. Are you going to come to my house and paint it tomorrow? Yes, I'll be there around lunch, but in Thai. But guess what? They haven't even thought about what they're going to do tomorrow, and they don't show up for a week. But they don't like to say no, which is crazy. But we like to say maybe. We like to leave the door open a little bit. I don't know if I'm going to come tomorrow. I'm busy. Maybe. Thai people never say that. They say yes. I'll be there. They're not coming. Andrew, KS needs to go to Vietnam and experience the motor. Vietnam is the craziest place for motorbikes I've ever seen in my life. I wish I could have had the video footage that I logged my hard drive fried. Couldn't get anything out of it. So funny to see this chaos and no accidents. Crazy. It's like a flock of birds. You're thinking how these birds can't run into each other and they're flying, you know? It's crazy in Vietnam. William Shatner. No one's ever called me that. Thank you. Godspeed, Captain Kirk. Ad critic world, tell me, do you understand trust? Is that a trick question? Good looking honky. Okay, good to see you, good looking honky. Sydney Cole, Chuck, is the diesel engine in your Toyota a Cummins diesel? No, it's something that you wouldn't see in the U.S. I don't know why. It's an awesome 3-liter. I think it's the new ones are 2.4, 2.7. I think it's a 2.7 liter diesel engine. But I think they're starting to make these little V6 diesels in the U.S. now. But it's a Toyota engine. I don't know exactly if Toyota manufactures it or not, to be honest with you. I want to say it is a Toyota engine. Oh, Shatner, like when I'm pushing a Priceline affiliate link. I don't do that. A lot of bloggers that I have met said, hey, Chuck, you should start, your own website, which would be good for you guys to share some stuff. But when you do that, you can share links to all the hotels we stayed at, and they book them through your link. You can make money on that. I've been in business it's been about money my whole life, and I've had a few successful businesses, and I really don't care about that. I know a lot of people are dependent on that stuff, digital nomads. It's awesome for them to be able to live in a country via the internet. That is very cool, but I'm just not interested in that. People want to donate to the channel, and at first I was like, no, I don't want it, but now it's like, okay, I understand what it's like to give, and people feel like they're entertained or they're informed by my videos, and it makes them feel better. So I'm okay with that. But for me to try to push websites and restaurants, and I don't know, I just could care less about that. Even making t-shirts. I always say everybody. A lot of people ask for you should do Soy Mafia shirts. So I looked into it. It's like, okay, let me look into it, because there's a bunch of companies that you can go through, and here's how it works. They charge you, depending on this, like a standard shirt is $10. And then you can charge whatever you want. The average price is like $20. But they handle the shipping and everything. They do it all. So you just put it out there that you're selling shirts, and you can make $10 to $15 a shirt. But it was just so complicated on stuff. I was like, yeah, screw it. I'd just rather walk around with a camera and edit some videos and have fun with it. It's all about fun for me and convenience. I went too far on that, I'm sorry. How far do you live from Udon Thani? A Thai person would look at you and go, But I know you're saying udon, because we try to figure things out when people misspell things. I have a lot of critics out there that say, oh, you misspelled this, or you missaid that, or you misspelled. But I always figure, we come from different places sometimes and spell things differently. But in Thailand, the words are in Thai language. So however you spell it in English is okay. There's not a English dictionary really for Thai words. It's spelt in Thai. So however you spell it is fine. But to answer your question, I think we're like 300 kilometers. It's like a 5.5 hour drive from Udon Thani. Hank, how much is the average tip for a 1 hour massage where you live? What about for a meal? I'll tell you the average tip throughout Thailand because I've gotten a massage everywhere in Thailand. So if you get a Thai massage, the Thai massages are anywhere from 150 to 200 baht. If you tip 50 baht, that's a good tip on a Thai massage. Here's the thing on an oil massage. They don't really like to do them because a lot of times the massage parlor it's 300 to 400 baht, sometimes 500 for an oil massage. So if it's 300 baht, the parlor keeps 2 and then they give the massage therapist 100. So they don't like to do it. So I always tip 100 baht because 100 baht to me is like $3. And yeah, most of the time I tip 100. If Paige gets a Thai massage and I get an oil Thai massage, I give her masseuse 100 and mine 100. On food, usually 100 baht is what I tip. It's not really a percentage. Thai people don't tip typically. Thai people usually ask for discounts. But if say it's a 2,000 baht, I tip like 100 baht. They're happy with that. Very happy. They're happy with 20 baht. I leave them something, unless, you know, it really bothers you to leave somebody a tip or they really weren't deserving of a tip. But if you go to only restaurants is where you tip. You don't tip like street vendors and stuff like that. Bill, stay cool, Chuck and Paige. Thank you. Kristen Klutz, when you go to South Korea, will the word of the day will the word of the day be in Korean? Maybe. I still need to learn my 5 words. I always preach you should learn 5 words when traveling to another country. I haven't even started yet. I need hello. I need thank you. I learned on the internet that Korean people are always in a hurry. And some old lady may just push you out of the way to go around you and not say anything. So I figure I'm going to be the guy with the camera. I need to learn how to say I'm sorry. So I'm sorry, hello, thank you, whatever the basic courteous words are, right? Glenn Jones says, I tip my MCY mechanic a little. When I was a mechanic, I never liked to get tips. For some reason, I thought, I'm a professional. I get paid a lot of money to fix your car, and you're going to give me a $5 tip? A lot of times it's like, no, even $20. No, I don't know. Please, no, thank you. I'm just happy your car is fixed, But I didn't like to get tips. In Thailand, if I get air in my tire, I'm so thankful that I found a place that can put air in my bicycle tire, because that little pump sucks on the side of the road. So a lot of times they don't want it. I give them 20 baht, which is, some places do charge like to put air in your car, like 15 baht, 10, 15 baht. So I give them 20 baht and they're like, oh, no. I'm like, no, it's a tip. Okay, and they're so happy, and I'm so happy that they fixed it, and I give them 20 baht, and everybody smiled. A lot of people from Texas here. From Las Vegas, Joseph Carter, good to see you. Paul from a lot of people from America, Australia, Texas. I know a lot of the other people are still sleeping right now. I was trying to do like a 2 live streams, one for Europe and one for, but it's too much, it's too hard. John, hi guys, looking forward to retirement in 4 days. Don't forget to pop into the hair salon. You sent me a message, I never looked at your response. I asked you, you told me to come by the salon, but I didn't know if it was a hair salon or not. I cut my own hair. Actually, I need a haircut now. Ryan from Fort Worth, good to see you. California in the house. Alaya. Bad Badger retired in Thailand. I do love your word of the day, Chuck. Thanks for that. We have been living in Phang Nga, southern Thailand for 2 years. Like you love living in Thailand. I love Thailand. The word of the day, sometimes I forget. Sorry. Sometimes I have to go back and re-edit it into the video. Damn, I forgot. But I try to share Thai words. Sometimes people are like, I wish you would put some kind of, on the bottom we can understand what we're talking about and blah, blah, blah. Yeah, sometimes I try, but it's difficult to edit that into the video a lot. And when you come to Thailand, you're going to hear Thai language. You're not going to understand it anyway. So if it bothers you on my video, it might bother you in person. But I understand you're trying to get a grasp of what people are saying so you can learn that. So I try to do that throughout the video, but I try to verbally explain what I'm saying in Thai. But to try to translate it, that's why Google does not work in Thai language. The only way it works is you have to speak like a Thai. You have to talk in English in like Thai structure, like go eat today, go eat lunch. You can't put if you put a long thought out English sentence, it'll say it in Thai, but they won't know what the hell it means. Plus it says things in like writing language, and a lot of times people are uneducated and they don't know what that means. But I think it's very important for people to try to learn some part of the language of whatever country they're going to. I think it makes your life better, but really, I'm doing this for me too, because you guys can come and say some words in Thai. It makes us all look better. We're not just the stupid falang, that doesn't know anything. It makes us all look good when you can try to appreciate the language or the culture, instead of just coming here and expecting something. You're better than them. A lot of people do that. They come here, they don't have a lot of money, but their money goes a long way here, and they expect to be treated like royalty. It really aggravates me when I see that. Tony, you have to watch the beginning of the video to know what this tattoo is. How many times I gotta say it? It's my wedding ring. Home put Sai Thai nit noi. I understand what you're saying. Home put means I speak. You said Sai Thai nit. It's home put Pasat Thai Dai nit noi. I can speak some Thai a little bit. Dai means can. Pom put. Pasat Thai is Thai language. Pasat is language. Dai nit noi. Dai is can. Nit noi is a little bit. Pom put Pasat Thai Dai nit noi is the complete full sentence for that. But it's difficult to spell that in phonics, Robert, I got a Q&A video going. Those are my hardest videos to do because there's a lot of research that has to get involved and a lot of B-roll that I have to put in there to help explain what I'm talking about or show some of the where I got some of the information. So those videos are difficult to make, but I'm in the process of one right now. I only do those for you guys. I stopped doing it for a long time because it was just, we were traveling a lot. It was just too much to try to fit in, you know? Die can, yacht want, me have. Yes, correct. My die, I can't. Put pasat Thai, my die. A lot of them will say put pasat Anglet, my die. English is Anglet. If you say English, you're like, wait a minute, this is an English word. You should say it like, you expect me to say your word like Thai. You should say my word like English. Not item, it's ice cream. Get it right. It doesn't work like that. Cedric, good to see you. You're the best vlogger in Thailand. Oh, thank you very much. I don't want to really consider myself a vlogger. I just like to show you guys what's going on and what I think about it. You know, it's not always perfect, but we gotta learn to chill out and relax just things and stop being so damn serious, happy, and surprised with you guys that you didn't blow me up with questions about the Thai insurance requirement law. I'm so happy for that because to get to my point about being a vlogger, Cedric, a lot of times they want to, it's about drama. Oh, let's talk about something that's going to affect everybody, and let's move to Vietnam, or Thailand is so difficult to live. They're trying to make some changes in Thailand. They've been trying to make some changes, but they're discussing a policy about insurance for people coming over here. But nothing has been put into law yet, and they're only trying to figure out a way to structure this. But it can only, I know JC covered it, but there's no facts, there's nothing written, there's only what people have written in articles and what people in the healthcare system has said, Thai people have discussed and wants, but nothing has been put into law and through the government quite yet. So there's really no sense in talking about something that hasn't happened until it happens, because they've got to figure out the details of how it's going to work, because they're not going to tell people that are 70 years old, have been here their entire life, have businesses in Thailand, that you can't be here because you have no insurance. So they're trying to figure out a way to make this work for people that, I mean, what people are pissed off about it, but I don't understand sometimes that we have to have insurance in our own country. In America, we have to have insurance. And some countries where they offer the government help, you pay into a program for that. Everybody has itself, so they're trying to figure something out. Anyway, I'm sorry I brought that up, but I'm thankful. But I'm also bothers me when I see vloggers talking about, but I know they get bombarded with people with questions too, and they're responding to that. But me, I don't have anything to say until the facts come out, and then we can figure out what we got to do next. But I have a feeling it's going to benefit. I mean, worst case scenario is you're going to have insurance coverage, you know, or they may, if you're too old, they may require you to have a little bit more money to be able to stay here. That's also been talked about. Anyway, he says, I'm positive. Thank you, Cedric. Got 8 generations of Irving's family from Houston, Fort Bend, Texas. Yes. But Houston is crazy big, right? So many people. It's so busy in Houston. Hoorah. Are you a Marine? Tony, good to see you. Jeff, good to see you. Mr. Gent is moving to Udon next year. Can you get American food there? They have a place. Go on to my channel and type in Udon on the little search icon. It looks like a magnifying glass. on my, and type in udon, and you'll see there's a store called damn, I forgot. There's a Falang grocery store that sells all kinds of Falang. Amid whatever law comes out, it's still cheaper living in Thailand than living anywhere around the world. I just got insurance. I just made a video on it. I have it cost me $800 US. It comes with a small little life insurance policy of 200,000 baht. You can get it. And this is Thai Life. It's a Thai company that's been around since World War II. $800 US. It's 850,000 baht per incident with no cap. Not like a lot of them are like 1 million, 3 million, 5 million. That's it per year. 850,000 baht per incident. And it gives me money. So if I just get sick and I got to go to the hospital and spend the night, not only does it pay for my stay, but it gives me 1,000 baht in my pocket every night. If I get really sick, I get 20,000. If I get cancer or something, I could get 200,000 baht. Not only does it pay for my medical, but it gives me money too. $800. My family plan back home was $800 a month. It didn't cover 100% because I had a $15,000 deductible or whatever, and then it only paid 70% or 50%. It's a scam. Back home, it costs you more money to do that than it would just to buy insurance here. I don't know. Maybe not. I think it needs to clean out a lot of these people that want to live here with no money and just complain about crap all the time, Please go. Mountain Jack. I'm going to be cutting this soon. I've got to make a video. How long have I been on here? Holy crap, an hour and a half. That's like a record. I'm talking too much, but I have a video I need to make today. My internet's going to crap too. The only bad, I tell you, my father-in-law has, I'm not even going to mention the name, but it's not a very good internet. And I keep telling you need to switch over to this other one, and he's so stubborn. But on Sundays, the internet gets clogged up. So that's a good time for me to do my live stream, though. Hey, Chuck, was Rayong. The Thai word is Ratyong. Worth the visit? Yeah, I think Ratyong is I only showed you guys a small portion of it, but it's definitely worth it. And when you're there, take a speedboat down to Koh Samet, spend the night on the little island. It's very, very cool. Tops Markets does sell a lot of Falang stuff, and there's a Tops Market 50 kilometers from my house. Village Market is the place in Udon to get Falang stuff. It's not cheap. It's more than it would cost you back home, but you don't have to fly back home to get it. It's here. Teach Buff from Toronto, good to see you. Mountain Jack says it's 4 degrees Celsius in Colorado today. I love Colorado. The water is the best tasting water I've ever had in my life in Colorado. The people from Colorado said, yeah, the water comes from here first. You guys get the rest. AIS fiber is good stuff. Yeah. I wish we could get it. We have it. But anyway. Tina says, Chuck, I don't think it's just your internet. YouTube has been buffering a lot for a few days. Oh, okay. I'm actually doing this through my Wi-Fi. My cell phone is super fast here when I just go through the data. But anyway, let me back up in some of these. Bad Badger retired in Thailand. I don't really miss any food types from the UK. Love the Thai food, etc. Yeah, I'm still happy. You can still get a decent variety of food in Thailand. And if you get too bored, you can make it yourself. Yeah, Robert, there is a lot of American and German and Australian food sold in top supermarket. Chuck, Rafael Morero, Chuck, do you have a rimping in your area? Rimping. Golly, I'm stupid. I have no idea what that means. I don't know. Maybe. Anyway, guys, I'm going to have to cut this loose. If I missed your question, I do apologize. A lot of times I'll go back after the video and see, oh, that was such an awesome question. I wish I could answer, but it never showed up. Anyway, Hank, best stay clear of the blog drama. Yeah, I don't really care about it. You know, I don't like to talk about things that I don't really know, and I don't like to talk about things that haven't happened. And I only like to talk about my experience because facts in Thailand is not worth talking about. Because I can tell you how things are. I could do a lot of videos, blah, blah, blah videos about how to do things in Thailand. But you know what? That's how I do things, and that's how things are done in my area. It's not going to be the same in Ubon. It's not going to be the same in Bangkok. It's not worth it to try to tell you guys how it's supposed to be. What's worth it is for me to show you how it happened when I did it, and what my experiences was, and some idea of what you can expect. I think that's more truthful than me talking about something that I don't want to get off on a tantrum, but the problem is a lot of our information, because we can't read Thai, we can't speak Thai, we can't really watch the Thai news, it's not translated into English, so we only talk to people that speak English, we only watch news channels that are in English, so our information is secondhand and opinionated a lot of times. So it's not fair for me to talk about something. I have no idea if there's truth behind what's being told to me, right? So to share an experience is a lot better, I think, for everybody. Because even if I show, oh, this is how I got my driver's license here, this is what you can expect here, I get some, oh, that's not how you do it. Holy crap, really? That's what happened for me, dude. I just showed you what happened, you know? So they asked me to go get another health certificate, another health check that I had to spend 20 baht on, and you didn't. That's just what happened to me, okay? But people love to, especially the ones that have been here over 20 years, that have seen it all, done it all, and experts on everything. They are the worst critics, you know? Like, just relax. I'm just showing you how it happened to me. That's all. I gotta go get a stamp at immigration for a reentry permit. I'll ask them if they've heard anything about the insurance. But on the official immigration website, you can go there yourself. There is no change in policy on visas for retirement visas as of right now for insurance requirements. So when I see that, then I'll know we can talk about it. But I think it's going to be better for everybody. So I'm going to answer a couple more questions, and then I'm going to let you guys go. I think we're dwindling down to 170 people right now. You guys are getting bored. Me too. So you said, so you need a new driver's license to drive in Thailand. you need a driver's license. You can have an international driver's license that works just fine. But there's a big fine now. I think it's like, I don't know, maybe 1,500 baht for no license. But international works just fine. But everybody has to have one, and they check them all the time here in Thailand. Okay, Tina, thank you for stopping by. Wait a minute, 2015 says, no matter what you do, no matter what you have to do, the Soy Mafia is there to help you. Yes, I'm so thankful I have that, especially when I first got here. I was so freaked out watching everybody's videos about how to do crap in Thailand. You know, I was an expert. I had it all figured out. I did my research. I watched everybody, and I came here. And you guys watched my videos when I first got here about some of the logistics, about getting my extension, getting my bank account. I was like a mess because everything they told me didn't work. And that's kind of why I started this vlog to begin with, so I could try to help people with their individual scenarios. And yeah, anyway. Yes, awesome shirt. It does fit me perfectly, actually. As soon as I lose another kilo. I think they're arresting people for no driver's license there now. Yeah, maybe, but I know they're confiscating their motorbikes until they either pay the fine or get a license. But again, that's something that's not probably done in every province, you know? Things are different. The police situation is almost like the soy dog situation. Well, guys, that's it. I'm going to let you go. I have to start my video today for our Sunday fun day. Tomorrow we're going to get up, eat breakfast, and go down to Ubon. Going to bring you guys along for that. It's going to be a fun trip. I don't know what we're going to do, but that's the fun about my trips, I think. I try not to plan too much, but I'm going to still keep I really enjoy the Friday how-to videos. They're fun to make. They're really short, and I'm really enjoying that. But I have a few other suggestions of some how-to. If you guys have suffered through the end of this video and can see this part where I'm asking you, if you have any suggestions on some how-to video stuff that you would like to see, please leave me a comment. And yeah, I think that's fun. But let's go say goodbye to the Mafias. We'll call it an awesome live stream video, the end of it. I hope you guys come to Ubon. I hope you guys watch today's Sunday Fun Day. I don't know when it'll be posted, but they're doing their lay down exercise right now. Let's say hello to them and pop into the kitchen right now. Say hello to your fan club.
Hello.
Maroon sabay, wani sabay di mai? Sabay di. Wani hong nama? Mai dang. Dem kong. Oh, Bell. I asked her if she went to the bathroom. Anyway, we got soup, and my mother-in-law bought a bunch of filet mignon sliced, and we're gonna have a barbecue for dinner tonight. Yeah, there it is. That's a lot. I think it's like 3.5 kilos. Oh well, I know you guys are excited. Anyway, thanks for listening to me. Blah blah blah. If you got time, give me a thumbs up. I would really appreciate that. And I'll see you guys on the road. Well, I'll see you on Sunday Fun Day, then on the road. Okay. Okay, let me figure out how to hang up.